Enough time for one more story. One more story before 12.
Hello, and welcome to All Aboard the Ghost Train, the podcast where we discuss spooky things. Ooh, I'm Dan Leith, and as ever, I am joined by spooky bitch and fellow comedian Jordan Robinson.
Hello.
And the person that scares me every day, Eden Grace.
Oh, wow, you're scared.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
It's the look down the camera. It's terrifying.
And actually, we have our first special guest.
Yay!
We're joined today by actor and all-round wonderful human being, Mark Claney. Hello, Mark. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Lovely to be here.
Oh, thank you so much for coming and joining us.
You're welcome.
Yes.
First guest?
First guest.
I still count myself as a guest.
Do you?
Yeah, so second guest.
Second guest. Wow, we can get rid of him now.
Yeah, I come out during sweeps weeks, and that's the only time I'm on the podcast.
Well, because we're joined today by actor Mark Claney, we thought a suitable topic for this week would be theatre ghosts. Or ghosts of the theatre. Very good.
Now, when you sent the text, I don't know why I read it as celebrity ghosts, but I've researched a bunch of celebrity ghosts.
Well, some actors are celebrities, not all of them.
That's for damn sure.
We're joined today by Mark Claney. Should I kick us off?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm going to kick things off with a Belfast-centric one. And I'm going to talk about the Grand Opera House in Belfast. Its original first performance, I think, was 1895. But over the years, apparently there have been spooky sightings. So several performers and crew members have reported a feeling of being watched or followed as they worked on stage. But when they turned to see who was there, they were alone.
Being watched on stage is not a weird feeling, to be fair. That's what you expect.
You know, it's just like, oh, this is really creepy. There's like 1,000 people watching me. I don't know, what's the seating for Grand Opera House? Do you know, Mark?
1,200, I think.
1,200. I wasn't far off there. Yeah.
Shot in the dark. You did it.
It was pretty good. But these experiences may be attributed to the figure dressed in a dark flowing robe who has been spotted from time to time in the Grand Opera House. Many believe that the mysterious character is the ghost of a sadly unidentified actor who is waiting for one last curtain call. A pianist, that was
Beg your pardon?
a pianist was rehearsing for a performance early one morning when he noticed a figure sitting in the auditorium. He assumed that it was a member of staff and continued his practice, but was shocked to learn a short while later there were only two people in the building at the time: himself and a member of staff who was in another part of the building. He had been completely alone for the duration of his rehearsal. During an investigation conducted by the Northern Ireland Paranormal Research Association. Do you know them, Jordy?
I want to know them.
What are the chances of getting them on this podcast?
I do not think they are busy. So, well, after that last statement that I said, they may not come on now, but we could give it the old college try.
Yeah, we'll give it a college try. But yes, during an investigation conducted by the Northern Ireland Paranormal Research Association, the group claimed to have contacted two stagehands who worked at the venue in the 1980s and who had since died. They also claimed to have contacted the spirit of a former cleaner, a flyman, and an electrician who used to be employed at the Opera House.
What's a flyman? No, Dan just misspoke. A fly man. It was an adjective describing how fly he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, fly man.
Pretty fly.
Yeah, pretty fly. Yeah.
For a white-sheeted ghost.
Yeah.
Flyman, Mark.
The guys who operate the ropes. So whenever you raise the scenery up in a big theatre like the Opera House, it goes into the flies.
Oh, okay.
So they used to be sort of sailors, men who worked in the Navy, and that's why you're not supposed to whistle in the theatre. Most people just think it's bad luck, but it was actually for a very good reason, because they used to operate by whistles in the Navy when they were raising the sails. So these guys, if they heard whistle, they might drop the rope and
Kill
get
someone.
scenery on top of you.
Okay.
That is the first thing I've learned from doing this podcast.
This is why we have special guests now. But perhaps these are the mysterious figures that have been spotted staring out of the upper floor windows when that part of the building has been empty. The ghost of a long-serving assistant manager who died of a heart attack while manning the theatre box office in 1928 is also said to haunt the theatre foyer.
That's cool. I'd love to be like met by a ghost in the foyer.
just in the foyer.
Yeah, just there. Like, hand me my popcorn.
Anytime you go to the theatre, it's
Yeah.
just like, please enjoy the show.
Yeah, that would be great.
But that's the Grand Opera House in Belfast. It's a bit of haunting knowledge I didn't know about. You know, it was only...
Have you guys ever played there?
Yeah, sort of.
I played the Baby Grand, which you're not allowed to call it anymore.
No, it's like the studio.
Yeah.
They get very arsey about it. I went in there to film a piece of theatre there recently, and I said, I'm supposed to be in the Baby Grand filming tonight. And they went, it's not called that, actually. It's the studio space. But
I think the Baby Grand's a much better name.
Yeah, much better.
much better
Much
name.
better. Yeah.
And I've worked backstage in the main house.
Oh. Did you notice anything, or did you feel uneasy?
Well, I mean, I was too busy being stressed about what I was doing. Trying to maneuver children onto the stage for Evita. So that was very stressful. So I never knew any specific ghost stories about the Opera House. I've just heard, like, people who work there said, oh, yeah, it's haunted. You don't want to be here after dark.
I've also got another short one. This one's quite interesting. So the Peacock Theatre is most noted as the home of one of the West End's most unusual ghosts. A dolphin commonly known as Flipper.
Oh, I knew it was going to be Flipper. Knew it.
The ghost dolphin.
A ghost dolphin? Apparently so, yeah.
I don't.
During one of Paul Raymond's reviews at the theatre in the 1970s, 2 dolphins were kept in a tank beneath the stage where they lived permanently and later died from neglect.
Aww.
During the shows...
No wonder they're ghosts.
You're sad for the dolphins, Mark.
Yeah.
I know. Fair enough. During the shows, the tanks would be raised up to the stage and the dolphins would swim around, do some tricks, and ultimately remove the bikini from Miss Nude International.
Sorry, I don't even undo my own bikini.
Do you want to know how they did that?
I would love. Oh, I have an idea. Can I give my theory on how they used to do it?
Yes.
Haddock in the back of, or some type of fish, maybe a mackerel.
The ghost
or
of
the
James
ghost
Haddock is back.
A very sassy individual. Wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, no, I'm saying like fish and the like locking mechanism at the back.
Geordie, ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You put a bit of fish on the bra hooks. That's what you do.
This isn't my first rodeo. It's an aquatic rodeo.
This is what you've been up to in your spare time, Julie.
Last week it was bones in the mouth.
Yeah,
This week it's fish in the bra
I just every episode I just do more and more disgusting things.
We're learning so much about you.
Well, the remnants of the tank and its lifting equipment still remain below the stage, and numerous visitors to the theatre claim to have heard a spectral squeaking, not unlike a crying baby when in the vicinity. Does anyone want to brave enough to do a dolphin noise? That's pretty good.
Wait, I was going to say this, but can we... They're neglected. They're neglected, dolphins.
No neglect.
That was too happy.
Pretty good.
That
That's
was
pretty good.
really
Pretty good.
good.
Pretty
I
good.
enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a
I'm
lot.
really sad now.
Well, one possible explanation, and the most likely one, is that the London Underground passes very close to the substage areas of the theatre, and it is the noise from the tunnels that creates the sound.
No, I don't buy that.
Don't buy it.
I've been in London Underground loads of times. It's never sounded like a dolphin.
A neglected dolphin.
Yeah. Oh well.
Or a neglected dolphin. No.
And subsequent years saw the place used as a TV studio for This Is Your Life.
Dun, 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 dun.
I love you. Mark, I should have said. Oh, sorry, that was Flipper.
Yeah.
So it was Ghost Flipper.
Ghost Flipper. But Mark, I should have asked you actually at the start of this podcast. We're all kind of in the same camp when it comes to believing. We think there are people who believe. Yes. There are people who are skeptics, and there are people who want to believe. Now, I think all three of us fall into the want to believe category. But where do you fall in, Mark Claney?
Well, obviously I want to believe, but I'm a believer.
You're a believer.
Yes,
We
absolutely.
have our first believer.
Yeah.
We have our first believer, our first guest, and our first believer. No, I don't know. I haven't thought about how this is going to work with a guest. Normally we do our pumpkin secateurs and ghosts.
We could all do that.
Does it work with three people?
Yeah, absolutely.
An elimination round?
Yeah, we'll do an elimination round.
Okay, so it's basically rock, paper, scissors, but we've spookified it up. Okay. So it's still rock, paper, scissors, but it's pumpkin secateurs and ghost sheet. So it's the same thing.
But pumpkin is a still pumpkin, so
Okay. What's pumpkin? Show me.
rock.
It's just rock, paper, scissors, Mark.
Okay. I've no glasses on.
I was gonna
for
say, I love the fact
glares,
he's
so I
squinting 'cause he's
can't
got no
actually see what
glasses on.
anybody's doing.
Exactly. So if you guys want to, gingerly lift out your fists.
Over the flames. Are we all...
We're all three in. I don't know how this is going to work. This is
We'll
probably going to go
find
terribly awry.
Three.
Oh.
You win.
Yeah, I went.
Geordie was pumpkin.
Yeah. I
Eden, Grace, and Mark were both secretaries, which means they both lose. So Geordie is going first.
Yes. No.
Tell us not about theatres, but about celebrity ghosts.
So some of them are actors, so we can still kind of...
There's a link, and I said in the first podcast, and I will say on every podcast, any tenuous link will do.
So I was researching with the idea that we were doing about celebrities, and I found a lot of celebrity haunting stories. A lot of them are all the same. It is a place they used to live, or they worked, or something like that. And like there's a list and lists of celebrities, but I've done a top 10 celebrity ghosts,
Nice.
Who have been reported in the tabloids of haunting a place where they used to live or used to work. So, a la kind of watchmojo.com, I have done a top 10 list, kind of the same way last week's episode ended. So, I will give it up to the floor. Everybody gets one guess each round.
Okay,
to
perfect.
get to the 10. I will give you the clue of where they are from and what their occupation was, but those are the only clues you're going to get. Okay. So, and they're in no real order. They're just kind
Spot
of...
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So the first one is a television entertainer from the UK.
Okay. Is it
Those
Bruce,
are your clues.
Is it Bruce Forsyth?
It is 100% Bruce Forsyth. Fuck.
Well done.
I think we're going to talk about that in the news segment as well. Yeah.
I also seen that.
Bruce is back, baby.
Okay, so the second person is a glam rock musician from the UK.
Mark Bolan.
No.
Carrie Glitter's still alive. No one wants to be haunted by that man.
No. Too many people have been.
He's not dead yet, is he?
I think he should be on his way out.
For
Bowie?
many reasons.
Yeah.
David Bowie?
Yes, David Bowie.
Oh,
There we go.
nice.
So we got the boaster. So this guy, he's a wartime politician from England.
Winston
Winston
Churchill?
Yeah, there you go. These
Yours are much easier than my quiz
yeah, I
last
should have
night.
made them a lot harder. Female politician who hated mines and milk.
Margaret Thatcher?
Yep.
I was going to say Maggie Thatcher just because she's.
Nailing this.
Female actress from the UK. Yeah, that's it. I'm not giving more.
Okay.
So I might.
There's a lot of dead actresses.
Yeah.
Was she serious actress? Comedy actress?
Comedy actress. Kind of transcended into soap.
Barbara Windsor?
Oh, okay.
Barbara Windsor dead.
Yeah, she died.
Yeah, she did.
She got out of her pub.
Some say she might still be there.
She has left this mortal pub.
It's a slight link to my story, but
Ooh, excellent.
Okay.
So he's very famous in the UK, but he's actually Irish. Talk show host.
Terry Wogan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm making these way too easy.
are these guys all ghosts? Are they all ghosts?
So allegedly, there's been ghost stories about all these people, but I don't know unless you see a spectral form of them. It's like, oh, the way he lifted that was clearly David Bowie. I don't know. This is what makes me skeptical.
Did he have a guy behind him putting his arm through, pretending to contact juggle? That's a niche reference to Jim Henson's The Labyrinth.
So
Fucks to anyone that got that.
a American politician.
I mean, there've been many.
Yeah, there has.
JFK.
Nope.
It's nice synchronized.
Ronald Reagan.
No.
He was an
This is
actor.
a gap filler because I don't know.
I have no.
Was he a president?
He was.
Did he have wooden teeth?
He did not, to my knowledge.
What do you call the one who had a peanut farm?
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy
No,
Carter,
No,
no.
not Jimmy Carter.
Give us a clue.
He's one of the big ones.
He's one of the big
He's
ones.
on the $5 bill.
FDR.
No.
George Washington?
No.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. There we go. Abraham Lincoln apparently haunts the White House.
Ah, yes,
Really?
I have
Yeah.
heard that, yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would be a theater ghost if he haunted the theater because
Yeah,
he was assassinated
100%.
Assassinated in the
in the
theater.
theater.
I should have just talked about John Wilkes Booth this whole time. Damn. This person was brought up last week. English playwright.
William
Shakespeare. Yeah, I win.
So I have two more.
Yes.
And I'll do a 2-for-1. So whoever gets this, actually that doesn't really work because you need two answers. The next one is a trailblazing stand-up comedian from the United States.
Mitch Hedberg?
No,
Oh, Bill Hicks?
no. Very much kind of like Bill Hicks.
George Carlin?
No,
Was he in Taxi?
no,
No, it's not that.
no. I think you guys will know it.
Oh, I'll probably kick myself when I...
Yeah, like
It's
we're
not
talking-
Richard Pryor?
No.
Lenny Bruce?
100%.
Way.
And finally, we talked about him last week. He haunts a hotel in California. American actor, sketch comedian.
Who the fuck did we talk about last week?
Oh, it was such a long time
It
ago.
was.
The Bone Lady.
It was one of my suggestions for one of the gravestone things. The mottos left.
Who did you say? Was it Richard Pryor?
No.
I'm just gonna go
I
back.
did say Richard Pryor, but no,
Yeah.
it's not the one I'm thinking about.
Gene Wilder.
No.
Was he on SNL?
Yep.
Oh, John Belushi?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Apparently haunts the Chateau Marmont in California. Yeah.
Very good.
There you go. So those are some ghostly celebrity stories that you don't know the stories, but they're all the same. That's like they've moved a cup in like a house where they used to live.
I think we can all safely say that I won that, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure, let's go with that. I knew the answer to all of them, and
Yeah.
I didn't want anyone else to look
Ingress
silly.
wins. Yay!
I love it here.
Is that your lot there?
That's my
Julie?
lot. That's my lot.
It's perfect. His Salem's lot.
Hey.
I do know that one of those, like two of those ghosts, like the ghost of Abraham Lincoln, appeared to Winston Churchill.
Oh, so there's
There's a
links?
haunting in a haunting
In the White House.
in the White House
In the
too.
White House.
Please tell us more, Mark.
So he was staying, I assume, just post-war, one of his visits, and he had just got out of the bath inconveniently, and
So he was
had
naked.
paddled into his room naked, and Abraham Lincoln was suddenly standing in front of him, And apparently Churchill, completely unflappable, said something like, Mr. President, you have me at a disadvantage. So apparently he has appeared to all sorts of people. Queen of Belgium, Abraham Lincoln, has appeared to. So it's a very distinguished VIP witness list.
So he's a ghost with notions?
Yeah. A notiony ghost.
But he does haunt the White House, so obviously you're going to get a lot of VIPs there. So, yeah, I'm a believer.
Shall we have another game of pumpkin secateurs and
Place
ghosts
your bets now.
between the two of you? Yes.
Bring it round here.
Yeah, bring it round there.
Ready?
So,
We match.
both pumpkins. They both went pumpkins. We're gonna have to go again. Oh, they've both gone for secateurs.
This is quality podcasting right now.
Yeah.
We have
Mark
a
went for
winner.
pumpkin. Eden Grace went for secateurs. Mark Claney,
Oh, did I win?
You won.
you won. You're going next.
Right, okay. So, this is also celebrity related, but in a theatre.
As the homework was.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
So, the Sunderland Empire Theatre in Sunderland. So, it is allegedly haunted by the ghost of Sid James, star of Carry On movies, various 1970s TV sitcoms and things.
Have we all seen Carry On movies?
Have you all seen?
Do we all know? Just for anyone that's young,
Carry
or
on
Eden,
screaming, yeah.
Hey, I'm young. And Eden.
my young bride.
Moving on very quickly. Let us digress.
Yeah, I've seen some of the Carry On movies.
yeah. I don't think I've seen them since a kid, but they're essentially a bunch of were they kind of sexy comedies?
Slightly saucy comedies, double entendre, slapstick.
And Barbara Windsor was in it
Babs Windsor was in them.
when she was alive, not when she's dead.
Not definitely not when she was.
And they were were they in the 70s, 60s, 70s?
From the late 50s to the early 70s.
Oh, okay, wow.
And Sid James, Kenneth Williams were they probably, and Barbara Windsor were stalwarts. So this was in 1976. Post Carry On, they just about stopped making Carry On films. Sid James was on tour in a farce. I think it was a Sam Cree play. You used to get quite a lot of Sam Cree plays.
He's from here.
He's from here.
Yeah, I directed a church hall version of a Sam Cree play once. Sorry to interrupt your story there, Mark, but that was one of the scariest things that ever happened to me.
Which play was it?
I can't remember, neither could they. The entire thing played out like it was some sort of British charming Sunday night comedy. One guy had to leave during the show because his lambs were being born. It was like, the sheep are lambing, the lambs are happening.
I mean, he's a guy with responsibilities.
Yeah, absolutely. But theatre comes first.
Lamb
The show
clearly
must
come
go
back.
on. Sorry, Mark.
Maybe it was the mating season. So it was the mating season, that was the play Sid James was in. So one night,
That would have been convenient.
the night they played the Sunderland Empire, he was on stage with his leading lady, and she gave the line, and he did not respond. And she repeated the line, still no response. She looked over, and to her horror, his head had fallen back, his eyes had rolled up, and at this point she thought, is he having like a really weird joke? But no response. So stage manager came on, asked, is there a doctor in the house? The whole place fell apart because they all thought it was a hilarious joke. And eventually somebody came up from the audience, and of course poor Sid had a massive heart attack and died in the ambulance on his way to
So he
hospital.
didn't die on stage?
Well, he was more or less in a coma anyway.
Okay.
So supposedly the shocked theatre manager rang Sid James's agent and said, Sid's just died. And the agent went, well, so what? Everybody dies at the Sunderland Empire. But no, he was actually dead. So that was all very sad and headline news around the UK. And then many years later, about 1989, Les Dawson, another very popular British entertainer,
Who's Les Dawson? Sorry.
very popular comedian, did a lot of sketch shows, sort of big guy, northerner, famously did really clever piano playing where he's a very good pianist, but he pretended to play kind of off key and out of tune and hitting all the wrong notes.
Oh, that is tough as well. Yeah.
Very clever.
Yeah.
So he was playing the Sunderland Empire in pantomime in 1989, and he had been assigned Sid James's old dressing room, and Les Dawson had some interest in psychic things. He'd apparently seen ghosts in the Liverpool Empire and had various spooky encounters, and he'd had a really bad feeling about going to the Sunderland Empire. But, he had a job to do. So this particular night, he was between scenes, changing costume in his dressing room, and he suddenly felt really sick and cold. There was a horrible smell of sort of whiskey, stale whiskey in the dressing room, and he heard this very familiar staccato laugh. So anyone who's seen Carry On films, Sid James had a famous filthy laugh, like wah, wah, wah. So he heard this laugh.
Sorry, Mark, what was it like? Okay, thank you.
And in the mirror of the dressing room appeared Sid James's face. Apparently, he looked ghastly, like deathly pale, wearing some sort of hideous shroud, stench of whiskey in the dressing room, and he shouted something, and Les Dawson would never tell anybody what he said. And he had a horrible, pain in his chest. He thought he was actually having a heart attack. Of course, Sid James had died of a heart attack. And he staggered out of the dressing room. His cue was called, and he had to go onto stage immediately. So he somehow got through the scene, and but he would, other than telling people, he'd had this hideous experience, he never spoke of it ever again. So we just know from people who were there that night. And apparently, independently, there was people in the audience knew something was wrong, because he came onto the stage, just was not his normal self at all, was staring into the wings. So yes, and after that, he refused ever to play the Sunderland Empire ever again, as did a lot of people who knew Sid James, like Barbara Windsor, and a lot of showbiz veterans kind of knew the crack and refused to play the Sunderland Empire ever again. And the ghost is still supposed to be there to this day. You're still supposed to hear the laugh.
Whoa.
Would you guys play?
That's really... Well, part of me does think, the cynical part of me does think that Les Dawson was doing one for the team, because apparently everyone died there before. Notoriously a hard venue.
It was a tough crowd
to play.
Northeast.
So maybe he was just doing everyone a solid and went, you know what?
Yeah. Gig in Liverpool is a little bit nicer. Yeah. I would 100% play that. I would love to play a haunted venue.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Mark?
I wouldn't. Yeah. I think I possibly have played the Sunderland Empire.
Ooh, and here he is to tell the tale.
It was a one night sort of stand show thing, and they definitely wouldn't have given me the number one dressing room. So I didn't see any spooky Sid James ghosts. But
Did you have any chest pains?
I didn't have any chest pains.
Was it specifically that dressing room then?
It was specifically that dressing room where he died.
But he died in the ambulance?
Well,
Your story has holes, Mark.
well, it was his dressing room the night that he had a very bad heart.
Yeah.
And,
That's where death turned up, you know?
yes.
It's probably when the heart attacks started.
Yeah. What do you think that Sid James said?
I don't know. Dread to think that's probably the worst part, that he said something so horrible that Les Dawson would never tell anybody.
What do you guys think?
Was it like an omen?
Yeah, it's like Bush did 9/11 or something.
Or was it just... An omen, a truth that could never be told.
Lurpak will be £7 one day.
Or maybe just the worst joke he'd ever heard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, we can't repeat that.
It may have been, because the other Les Dawson ghost story is that in the Liverpool Empire, he saw a little child's hand, disembodied hand, that wrote the number 13 in his dressing room mirror. And he took that as an omen that he would die in 13 years later.
In 1993?
Yeah.
The year I was born.
That was the year I was born, and my birthday's on the 13th.
Oh.
Well, that's really cool, Mark. It's a really good story.
Yeah, I think that's the best story we've had.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We should have more guests.
Yeah. Doing myself out of job here.
And now I have to top that. Thank you, Mark.
Brilliant. Is that your lot, Mark? Yeah?
That's been up. Well, I've a reserve.
You've got a reserve. We'll see how we're getting on with time, you know. Would you like to go? Eden Grace, please.
Mine's pretty short.
Yeah?
So, Mark, we might have more.
We can go back to Mark.
So, mine is about Royal Drury Lane.
Oh.
Theatre Royal Drury Lane is the oldest working theatre in London. So it's no surprise that many ghosts haunt the building. The most famous ghost to prowl the theatre at Royal Drury Lane is the Man in Grey.
Just like the Grand Opera House. And most other ghosts.
Yeah, especially dolphins.
The Man in Grey
Grey.
is said to wear a riding cloak and a white ruffled shirt and is most likely to be spotted in and around the upper circle. In the theatre's history, the Man in Grey has visited audience members at the King and I, Oklahoma, and South Pacific. The Drury Lane Ghost will even push performers into the best positions to deliver their lines on stage, which I think is pretty fucking spooky.
That's pretty cheeky, isn't it?
The ghostly body of clown Joseph Grimaldi also lurks around Theatre Royal Drury Lane. If theatregoers spot the ghost, he typically resembles a white, disembodied face floating around the theatre. Oddly, Grimaldi requested that his head should be severed from his body prior to his burial, which might account for these sightings. Joseph Grimaldi isn't always a scary ghost, though. He is known amongst actors, cleaners, and ushers for giving them a mischievous kick as they go about their duties. So if you feel Joseph Grimaldi at Theatre Royal Drury Lane, it could be a blessing in disguise.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know how much I enjoy being kicked.
This is why people don't like clowns.
Oh, I love a clown. And that's for a different podcast now.
I think he kind of looked like that, didn't he? Pretty much, Joseph Grimaldi. That's like classic old school clown.
Absolutely. Have you ever been to that theatre?
Yes, I have. Yes.
I've been there, but I didn't see the Man in Grey. I saw the Woman in Black.
I've seen that film.
But I saw the theatre production of it, and it was really good. And I remember, like, because obviously they have like a lot of immersive scares built into that thing, like actors sneaking about and little things you have to pay attention to. But I remember this like ripple of screaming happening to my right, and I hadn't a clue what was happening, and I was like, what's going on? And I kind of looked at one of the actors who on the stage who didn't seem to know what was going on either. And then the next thing I saw was this tiny little mouse, like, just hopped, like, nearly hopped on my lap.
I was watching, do you remember that movie Victor Frankenstein that came out? It was like 2013. It was, James McAvoy was in it.
I think this is entirely passed me by.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe, was he in
Was it? Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Mark knows everything. He should just be on this all the time.
I was watching it in a cinema just off Times Square in New York because I was there with family, and we have family just outside New York, and they all went out like shopping to the outlets, and I have no real interest in that, so I went to the cinema by myself, and I was sitting alone. There was another guy at like the far end of the cinema. It was a huge big theater, and it was getting like really quiet, and then I just hear this like rustling behind me, and the same kind of thing. A rat just ran out right in front of me. It was the most New York experience I've ever had in my life.
Nice.
It's New York.
Hey, I'm Scotland here.
Only rats go to the theatre.
I'd rather see the Man in Grey than a rat.
Very true. Very true.
Oh yeah, you don't like rats, do you, Mark?
I really don't like rats. No.
Rats are pretty gross.
It's a good job. I was nearly going to do the man in grey, so I'm glad I didn't.
Didn't we? You had another one, Mark?
Another one? Another ghosty?
Yeah. Do you have one?
Yeah, sort of, yes.
Sort of.
So
me. I've been dead 12 years.
So the Adelphi Theatre in Covent Garden, or near Covent Garden in London, is supposedly haunted by the ghost of a Victorian actor called William Terrace. Not only the theatre, but weirdly Covent Garden Underground station as well, which is very weird because it didn't exist when he died. But nevertheless, he's supposed to haunt there. So he was...
Oh, he's still trying to get home, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. He was a big star in the day. He was like quite a big deal. And he was famous for... He did quite a lot of Shakespeare, and he also played the famous Adelphi melodramas, kind of thrillers. So he was in a thriller called Secret Service, and he had a bit of a stalker problem. So this, I've forgotten his name, but there was another actor who had been in his company previously, and this guy clearly had a lot of problems. He had a lot of mental health problems. He had a drinking problem. He was very bitter and twisted. He thought he should be a star and he could play all the parts William Terrace played much better.
Wait, this wasn't me in a previous life, was it?
It's like not untypical, really. I mean, imagine an actor being bitter and twisted and drunk.
You sure it wasn't Dan?
Only that it was 1897, so...
That doesn't rule it out.
So this William Terrace had tried to help him. He'd given him parts in plays. He'd lent him money, but this all worked against him, and this guy kind of blamed him for his entire life. So he was going into the theatre one night. Apparently, he's just said, "I'm just going to go and get my keys," and then this figure darted out from side alley, stabbed him twice in the back. He didn't really realise what had happened. He thought someone was just slapping him in the back. Turned round, it was the guy, and then stabbed him in the heart. And he collapsed. The guy ran off, but everybody knew exactly who it was. So he was arrested. And William Terrace was carried to his dressing room, and he lived for, maybe 15 minutes or so, but died before he could be taken to hospital. So apparently, his leading lady was with him when he died, as was his son-in-law. And his last words, typical actor, were, "I'll be back." So that's where Arnie got it from.
Yeah, clearly.
And lo and behold, he was indeed back. He was seen around the theatre, and the lady, his leading lady, was always, whenever they were having a matinee, 2 shows in a day, she would take a nap on the couch in her dressing room, and it was their little routine. Whenever he would walk past on his way to get ready, he would knock on the door with his cane to wake her up so she would get ready for the evening show. And this kept happening, even though he was dead. Ooh. So years and years later, like the 60s, many years later, he started to be seen in Covent Garden Underground Station. And a gent in Victorian clothes, obviously old-fashioned. The way Ghost's favourite outfit is Victorian clothes, but he was Victorian.
Did he have a Victorian hat?
He did, yes.
What did that look like? This is a callback to possibly episode what?
Episode 2.
Episode 2? Okay.
Well, I mean, bearing in mind he was an actor. It was a big fedora type thing.
Nice.
Very theatrical.
Nice.
And he was harmless and completely solid looking. Everyone who worked there, the underground staff, just assumed it was a customer who had got locked in after the last train. They would go and speak to him, and he would disappear in front of their eyes. And one poor guy, like a young guy who just started working there, the ghost started behaving really weirdly. He went up to him, and the ghost turned round and looked at him and put his hands on the guy's head and then disappeared. And so the guy went screaming into the office, and then they thought, we've got a problem, we've got a ghost here. So apparently mediums were called, research was done, and when they produced photographs of William Terrace, it was like, that's the guy. So I don't know if he's still haunting, but this was certainly, he was still being seen in the 1970s. So
When did he die?
1897.
That's a long time.
So the other haunting in the theatre itself in the Adelphi, in the dressing room where he died, of course, there was an actress had a very disturbing experience. He was, again, like his leading lady, resting between shows on the couch in her dressing room, and the couch started to vibrate and shake, and she was looking onto the bed to see if there's somebody hiding there. This weird green light appeared over her dressing room mirror, and she heard 2 sharp taps on the door, and then it was like somebody grabbed her arm, so much so that she had bruises.
Yeah, nuts. There was a guy recently that was like some, I don't know, pseudoscientist, because let's face it, the paranormal research field is pseudoscience.
Hey, I will not sit here and hear such conjecture from our friends at the Northern Irish Paranormal Research.
Please come on the podcast.
We would
They are
love to have you.
serious researchers in search of the truth.
But someone has recently like written a book or something basically saying that ghosts have a lifespan or an afterlife span of 100 years. So ghosts apparently only haunt a place.
It's like copyright laws, isn't it?
And then the devil's like, well, I'll take that now.
No rights.
I don't know how much truth is in that. Probably none. But it's an interesting theory.
Because he's been gone more than 100 years now.
Yeah.
So
Maybe he's not haunting.
maybe not haunting anymore. Maybe he's gone to the light. Gone into the big green room in the sky.
The big green room in the sky. But what comes
Like
next?
that.
What's he waiting to get, to go on to? I'm just waiting for my call. Any day now. That's pure limbo. That's terrifying for an actor.
That is actually terrifying.
Or a comedian.
I'm not even an actor.
Yeah. I'm on at 5 constantly.
No, you're the next guy. Like, it's a sign up open mic thing, and it's like, oh yeah, no, 2 more guys and then you.
No, constantly having that feeling of about to go on stage
No.
for eternity. That's hell. That's horrible. That's terrible. Well, Mark, thank you so much. That was really, really interesting. No, I've kind of
spooky theatre
Mark,
stories.
first guest. No, we've kind of cut the media section, but I would be amiss to not recommend the movie that was released last year that you were the starring role in, and I also played a small part in. Haunted Ulster Live,
Yes, Haunted Ulster Live.
which came out, I think, last year.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was on
Ish.
on Stuff.
Yeah.
You can watch it on Stuff. But we had a good time working on that, didn't you?
time.
You were great. You were a character called Jerry Burns.
Yes, I was so it's set in the 90s, and I was a kind of fading housewife's favourite sort of UTV type presenter, bit like Eamon Holmes, but like Jerry Kelly, that sort of person, and my youthful sidekick, sort of glamorous blonde who was about to be on Blue Peter, and of course,
It was me. That is not the part I played.
and Dan was DJ Declan,
Yes.
the cool youth element.
I was a sarcastic prick with a microphone. Typecast again.
Who was playing some tunes from the attic of the haunted house where we were doing like a live TV investigation. And unsurprisingly, it all goes horribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's got elements of the BBC Ghost Watch.
Yes,
but
yeah.
with a lot more Northern Irish humor. It's a lot more light-hearted than that, I think. I don't know, and a bit more on I don't want to say sci-fi. I don't want to give too much away, actually. But you should check it out. Mark's bloody brilliant in it.
Oh, thank you.
And,
That's you.
and we will actually be on. I don't want to sit here and take that compliment. I'm just going to move straight on. Stop it!
Mark,
Don't touch
say
me.
it again.
You were brilliant in that, Dan.
Fuck up.
He loves it, really.
But we're also, if you like theatre and horror and comedy, we're also doing the Hallowismas Cabaret. This year, it is Nightmare on 34th Street. And Mark and myself will be in that. That's on the 14th and 15th of November in Accidental Theatre. So if you're in Belfast or Northern Ireland, or the spirit that's just turned out the candle, you might want to come along
Do it.
and check that out.
Absolutely do it.
Now, for the one last bit of spooky news. Oh, which is, of course, our dear Bruce.
Brucey.
Brucey.
Oh, Bruce Forsyth.
Bruce Forsyth.
I have no idea who he is.
What?
Bruce Forsyth.
I know the name,
What?
but
It's
that's about it.
nice to see you nice.
No, I know that.
Fuck.
Just-
I know no one, and I know Bruce.
No, I kind of know what he looks like. He looks all teeth.
Yeah,
big
he's
teethy.
kind of like, I wouldn't want to see Bruce Forsyth as a ghost. It would not be nice to see him him nice.
One giant tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't really know who
Because
he
he
is.
did, what was
Did
it?
Strictly. Like was his last big hurrah.
I don't think we're the audience
Yeah.
for them. But he did do Strictly, but he did, like, he was a game show host. He did the Generation
Game.
Yeah.
Loads of game shows.
He was pretty old when he died, wasn't he?
Yes, he was really. I can't remember, pushing 90 anyway.
Yeah.
But he had been in show business forever. Like, I can't remember. There's a film he's in, but sorry, I can't remember what it is. But yeah, he's been around forever. All rounder, singer, dancer, comedian.
Triple threat.
Absolutely. But apparently he's haunting the Palladium Theatre now.
Palladium, was it?
Yeah. I think it's the Palladium. I think it is. Yeah.
That would be certainly his happy place.
Because he did so much work there, and Strictly was filmed. Was it filmed there? Was it not?
No, it's the Blackpool Turner Ballroom, but he would have presented, I think, was it Sunday night at the Palladium? I'm sure he must have done that.
Yeah, but apparently, like, a medium went in and was like trying to contact a ghost or something like that, and kept hearing, "It's nice to see you.
That's nice.
It's nice to see you." And this medium was like, yeah. And then when "to see you nice"
Yeah.
came round, he was like, "Oh, it's Bruce Forsyth. Bruce Forsyth. Brucey's back, baby. Brucey's back." Also, never really got that catchphrase. It's nice to see you nice.
No.
No. But he made it a thing, and apparently it's still a thing after he's dead.
That's it.
Because I was in the Palladium Theatre recently, because I went to see Jeff Curry immediately after you supported Jeff Curry in the Waterfront Hall, which Geordie fucking nailed. Geordie was, like, you were on form at your best. Like,
Thank you
it
very
was
much.
brilliant. It was you, William Thompson, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And you guys fucking murdered. You fucking tore the place down, and then Jeff Curry came out, and I don't think he was quite ready for a Belfast crowd.
No.
I didn't know how not ready for a Belfast crowd he was until I went to that gig in the London Palladium 2 days later.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "There's a guy here from Belfast." He was like, "Thank you so much for coming. Also, fuck you, Belfast." And he just went on a rant for about 20 minutes. Apparently he couldn't get out because the marathon was on and all of that sort of shit. So he is also haunted in a different way.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. From drunk hecklers.
Drunk hecklers. The scariest thing of all time. Mark, do you have anything coming up? Anything you would like to plug?
Not other than Hallowismas.
No, other than that. Well, Hallowismas. Everyone should come and check out Hallowismas. Geordie's been involved in Hallowismas before.
I am also. I've been involved more as a punter, and I shall be again. It's my favorite show of the year.
Yes, that's what we like to hear.
It is the only non-stand-up show that I pretty much go to every. I think I've missed one since I've started doing comedy.
Nice.
And yeah, I like it. I got a T-shirt last time. It was great.
Yeah. There's merch.
Or alternatively, if you're not doing anything in Larne this Christmas and you fancy a bit of pantomime fun, come see me as Dame Dotty Dumpling in the McNeil Theatre in Mr. Hullabaloo's production of Snow White. There you go.
No, that's the scariest thing I've heard in this podcast.
Yeah, Lorne. I'm also doing a gig in Portaferry in October. I don't know if this will be out in time, but yeah, I'm opening for Dylan Moran. Come see both of us. Go buy the tickets for him, but I will also be there.
Isn't it in the Portico?
Portico,
lovely venue.
Mark Claney, thank you so much for coming on the show. You've been wonderful. Many round of applause for Mark Claney and his spooky stories.
Any chance to tell a spooky story? Thank you, Dan.
Wonderful. Special shout out to Jethro, who didn't make a fucking noise this week.
Yeah, legend.
I love you, boy. That walk really worked. That work really walked. There we go. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you liked it, please follow, subscribe, tell someone about it. All of that random shit that you need to do. And stay fucking spooky. Nice to see you. To see you nice.
Nice.
They're neglected.